In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to make a self-portrait. I went ahead and found one of Jennifer Lopez's portraits, and I also traced the face just to save time. And in my swatches panel, which is right here, I deleted all the colors except for black and white because I always keep those. And I went ahead and selected with the eyedropper tool, which is again this tool, whose shortcut is I. I went ahead and selected the red part of the cheek, which is this dark, cheek color, and then the light beige from somewhere here, which is the color of the skin. So that's all I did so far, and I'm not covering those steps because you know how to do them from previous tutorials. So what I want to do now, first of all, is go on my layers panel and open that. I currently have the path and the image on the same layer, so I want to separate those. So let me select the path and hit Command X to cut it and call layer 1 image. And then let me hide this, let me block it so that I don't accidentally move it. And then I will create a new layer and call that path face. So that will be the base, the path of the face. And to paste it exactly where it was, I will go to Edit, Paste in Place. Okay, so that's it. I have the face and then I have the image. Now the image is locked, so I can freely work without worrying about moving something. Now the first thing I want to do is apply a color to this face. So I want to go to my swatches panel and select this light beige tint, and don't worry about the beige covering the whole face. We'll hide the layer eventually and be able to work on the eyes and mouth and so forth. So this is the face, and what I want to do next is try to, using the mesh tool, apply some of the redness of the cheek and then perhaps add that same redness to the forehead and so forth. So let me go ahead and take the mesh tool, and I need to look at this again. This is the red part of the cheek, and then you see here some of the red. I mean, it's not red, it's like a bronze color, and on this cheek as well. So I want to try to hit those areas. Okay, so I will add a vector point right here, and I'm going to add several so that my the bronze color doesn't expand on the entire face. So this is one vector point. I'm adding another one right here. Another one here. Another one here. Maybe one more. Okay, that's enough. So what I want to do is actually one more right here. I want to use this vector point and go to my swatches panel. As you see, it's selected because I clicked on it and it's a red dot. It's a full dot. It's not an empty white dot as you can see for the others. And now I will just go ahead and hover over my dark bronze color, click on it, and that color is going to apply on that part of the cheek, the lower part. Okay, maybe I need to apply that same color right here on the forehead. So let me select that vector point and click on that color. And also on this cheek, that color as well, maybe right here too. Wherever is necessary, I need to do that. So maybe on this vector point. Okay, now let me click outside. So this is the effect I have so far. And I see that I have a bit of a line here, so let me try to fix that. And I'll do that using the tangent handles. So perhaps I will pull this up a bit, and then maybe I'll add that same bronze right here as well. Okay, so that color extends all the way up. I also need the same bronze right here between the hair and the forehead, the beginning of the forehead. Okay, so let me look at it now. Okay, this is pretty good. Okay, so this is what I have so far. The next thing I want to do is try to draw the eyes and the eyebrows and so forth. So let me go back to my layers panel, and this time I want to hide the path, the face path that I made, because I need to see through and draw the eyebrow. So let me go ahead and create a new layer and call it eye right. And I will zoom in. I'm holding down the command and the spacebar together and dragging. So I want to trace this eyebrow now. So I'll go ahead and take the pen tool and start tracing like this. Click and drag. Now you see I have an additional curve that's happening here that I don't really need. So I can just, as we said earlier, just hold down the Alt key on the vector point to get rid of that extra tangent handle. Okay, click and drag. And when you reach the beginning of your path, you will get the little circle next to the pen tool, which means it's ready to close. Okay, so now let's color the eyebrow because it's obviously not this cheek color. I'm going to hit I and then select this brown. Okay, now that I look at it, perhaps it needs some adjusting, so I can just hover over the edge and then work with this tangent handle just to lift it a bit up. Okay, so there you go. That's the eyebrow. Now let's work on the eye. Again, take the pen tool and hide the color, remove this brown. Let's draw with a transparent path right now. What I'm going to draw is this eyeliner first of all. So just click once and then just another time. And what I need to do is to get rid of this tangent handle. So Alt and click right here on the vector point. And then just add that extension. Again, Alt and click. Okay, and we'll color this black. And let's see what we have so far. So we have the face, the eyebrow, and the eyeliner. Now, before moving on, I would like to give things their proper names. So if I go under eye right, I have the eyeliner and the eyebrow. So let me call that eyeliner and eyebrow. Okay, and now let me go ahead and still work on the eye layer, right? Because we don't want to work on the face or the real image. So actually it's a good idea to lock the face as well. Okay, so let me hide the face in order to be able to see the eye, and I need to be obviously on the eye right layer. So I'll take my ellipse tool and holding down the shift key, I'm going to draw, actually I don't need the shift key because it's not a perfect circle. So just work with your hand to meet it. And then let's go ahead and give this eye the color, which is, I'm going to go ahead and select the color from here. So this dark brown appeared. I don't think it's this dark, so I think it's a very light brown. So I'm going to choose that. And I'm also going to give it a stroke. of very dark brown. Okay, actually darker than this. Now I need to place this iris below the eyeliner. So let me go to my layers panel, find the iris and call it iris, and then place it under the eyeliner. Okay, now I need to have the pupil and some gradient inside the eye so that it looks shining. So before doing anything, let me go ahead and draw the pupil without any stroke this time, but a dark brown. Select the eyedropper tool and select that dark brown from the other eye. And let's go ahead and call this pupil. And let's select the iris. And now make it actually have a gradient so that it looks shiny and not flat like this.